Well, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, August 31st. I'm down the Crowsnest Pass, kind of right across from the Frank Slide. I was going to hike up South Livingston Peak, but it's pretty windy. Doesn't seem too bad down here, but the weather's saying 60 kilometers an hour and 90 kilometer an hour gusts, so probably pretty nasty up on the ridge. So anyways, there's an easier hike that kind of heads up the same way, and I can judge the wind from there, I guess. Got a funny name. I'll have to look it up again. The best pronunciation I can get out of it is Piitaistakis Eagle Lookout. It must be a native name or something. Spelled kind of funny, as you can see in the title. But yeah, it's 9 o'clock or so, just about. Kind of been laying here, trying to figure out what to do with the wind. And again, it says it's +5, but feels like -2. And again, it doesn't feel like that out there. It feels like at least +5, but not the -2. So anyway, I'm gonna get my stuff geared up and head out. It's not a really long hike, under 8 kilometers, 600 meters elevation gains. So just take your time, enjoy it, make the best of it. Nice little camp spot, shaded in the trees. Someone came in after I fell asleep last night and parked there. But that's where we're heading, kind of up and over that way. So I'm just going to sneak through the woods here. Beautiful sunset here last night. Yeah, hardly any wind here, right? Trees are blowing around a bit, but nothing major. Just gonna sneak through the woods this way around them guys. Yeah, heading up the road here. And up beyond that, somewhere. Well, this road goes up here for a little ways. Might be following it. Not too far, but been up there before. It's pretty rough. Just killing the day. It's a long weekend. Pretty busy everywhere. I'm on vacation for a week, so just kind of wait until tomorrow things calm down a bit and figure things out from there. Lots of squirrels around. What you doing, buddy? Just come to this four-way intersection. Little camp spot right there, which is nice. Like I say, you can drive this road if you want. I wasn't gonna pack up the van just to drive a half a kilometer or a quarter kilometer or whatever it is, so I'll hike it. Yeah. Nice little spot, I'll have to remember about that one. This is where the road starts to get pretty nasty. Probably didn't look bad on camera, but there's a big hole here. Gotten past it in the van, but it's not fun. Now the weather says 9, feels like 3. 70 kilometer an hour, 100 kilometer an hour gusts. There's not a breath of wind here. Hey! Grab it up. Someone shooting a gun or something. Anyway, just spoke to the top of the road. Make a turn to the left. We're at the end of the road. Final destination's up there. But we're gonna take the long way up around here. Up to that little hill first. Why not, right? that all morning. I think there's some kind of structure up on top. See when we get there. So yeah, gonna take this trail down here through the woods. I just came up through that trail. Talked to the guy shooting the gun, him and his girlfriend. They're camped out down there. He said, I didn't shoot towards you. I'm like, no, that's fine. Just want to make my presence known. You just go drive up that road too. But probably not up there. But be a nice little spot to camp if you had a 4x4. Buff Mountain across the way there. I made it like 2/3 of the way up there before getting chased off by vultures. And Turtle Mountain, aka Frank Slide. The whole face came down on top of the little town of Frank down there back in the early 1900s. It's a mining town. Happened like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, so no chance for survival for anyone that got buried. Another little town down there, Bellevue, I think. Out that way is the Crowsnest Pass towards BC. Right on. And we're going up there. And then I think we come right back down around to get back up there. Whatever. And you get up to the crest of the hill here, and it wants to drop you down that way. You skirt up the side of the hill here. I guess a little bushwhacky. But whatever. Shouldn't be far to the top. Just saw a huge set of antlers up there. Huge. That's all I saw was antlers, but just walking away. Too bad. It's huge. A little smoky today by the looks of it. See the haze. I wonder what this is for down here. Must be dirt bikes. Can't see you jumping off here with the parasail. Yeah, that's too bad, geez. Clark's Nutcrackers making a racket. But yeah, imagine. Whoop. Camped right down in those trees. You can see the other guy's truck there beside me. On the pipeline. Beauty. Breeze, but nothing major. You can see Prairie Bluff from here. See that from just about every hike I've done lately, including last weekend's hike, Gladstone, which is right there. You see Castle beside it poking up, right? Oh yeah, definitely smoky. Oh yeah, I came from down there. Well, way back around originally, but that's where I heard that gun go off. People camping down there. See their tent and stuff. And then I gotta go down around this way and across. Might look for a shortcut instead of going all the way back down, but we'll see. There's a whole bunch of trails dropping off the top, so make sure you grab the right one. Kind of heading down the back side of it now. But yeah, I was over just to one on the right there and it was going the wrong way. I'd probably get right back the same place, but steeper. So yeah, look for the right trail. Definitely some mountain bike trails. That's wild. I don't even want to walk on it, let alone drive a bike on it. Trails everywhere. Now, they want me to go down there and back around the trail that I came. I'd like to find a trail that cuts over that way to my trail. But I'm afraid that one's going to go back around. But yeah, I'm just going to cruise down here and see what happens this trail. Alright, I think I'll follow this guy down. Probably take me either back to the same spot or maybe connect me on the other trail. I was cutting across the side hill here between the two trails, trying to connect without losing too much elevation. Too much bushwhacking. I think I'm gonna have to drop down some here around these trees. Lots of spider webs. Surprise, surprise. Fun stuff. Made my way through the bushes, wasn't too bad. Followed the game trail most of the way. Now we're going up. That's why I was trying not to lose too much elevation. Got enough to do. And there's like 3 trails here, so I'll take the center one. Loads of thimbleberries. Makes me happy. Some Saskatoon berries, raspberries, lots of berries. That's a nice easy trail to follow. A little bushy on the sides, but not bad. Easy to follow, that's the main thing. Shouldn't be too long, it should open up here. Yeah, it opened up a bit. Kind of going up and around that way and then tops up there somewhere. Probably scramble straight up that stuff, but it's hot. Whew. I'm sweating. And I'm just taking my time, but I don't know, it's really humid feeling. That's weird. Big old cable. I know they did coal mining back here, so something to do with that, I imagine. Trail's a little more overgrown in this little section, but still pretty easy to find. Lots of steel cables everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, making lots of noise. Hey! No sign of any bears or anything, but being cautious. Okay, I like surprises. Some old mining building, I guess. Huh. I didn't know anything about it. I don't know what it is. Some kind of building. Pretty cool. Stucco on the outside, concrete. Oh. Another road heading back that way. Probably where they cook the stuff or whatever. Got no idea. Brick, metal. Cool nonetheless. Hey! Bears hiding in here. Yeah, I'm not going in there. It looks like the roof's about to collapse. And for the same reason, I'm not going up there. Stairs are a little messed. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, well, let's take the trail from here, I think. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that road was there either. I don't know where it goes. Maybe just up along the top of the ridge. Should we check it out quickly? Yeah, why not? Let's just take a little boo around the corner here. Yeah, more mining stuff. Nothing special, but old stuff. I wouldn't doubt if all them cables went right down to the bottom, they pulled carts up and back and forth here. I don't know. Just my guess. Road going up around there. Road's heading back down around that way. Cool to come and explore sometime. He's getting smokier. But yeah, I guess we'll head over there. I was kind of considering going across here so I don't have to lose the elevation, but a bunch of trees in the way, I don't know. I think we'll just drop down along here and find the trail again. Yeah, who knows? Crowsnest Mountain, peeking over top of Bluff Mountain. We made it to the top. Where's the 100-kilometer-an-hour winds? There's a little breeze, but I mean maybe 5-10 kilometers. Anyway, Livingston South Peak. That's where I had planned to go on, but the wind was going to be too crazy. I could have been up there hours ago. Oh well. And there's this stuff here. I don't know what it is. Some kind of weather stations or something. You can see it from my campsite. I was hoping it was some kind of like gazebo or something to sit and watch the eagle. I think it's gotten smokier. You can barely see Prairie Bluff now. Nasty. But I can't really smell it or taste it or anything. The infamous Frank Slide, Turtle Mountain. Second or third mountain I ever climbed. Away from that wind a little. But yeah, Turtle Mountain, second or third mountain I've ever climbed. Kind of go up the ridge there to the false peak and then across to the main peak. Interesting, that's for sure. Still seems very unstable. But unbelievable. Some of them rocks down there below, they're bigger than buses. Like there's the cars driving by. You can see the rocks are bigger than the cars down here. here at the Interpretive Center for a closer look. It's quite the massive slide. Imagine the whole side of the mountain came down. See the highway down there. And it slid for, I think, well over a kilometer, or about a kilometer across. All the way across. I think they're giant boulders. And we were up there. See the little buildings up there? That's where we're at. Pretty cool. You know, it's spread a kilometer across the road and mass destruction. Yeah, it's kind of just over where we were. Come back this way, it's a little smoky, but you can see the Porcupine Hills to the east. You can see a lot better. You'd see right over the prairie if it wasn't so smoky. Oh, you can see just barely the, what's it called? Old Man Reservoir. That's where I camped out last weekend. Just down there on the other end of it. Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a little while, enjoy the views, and probably gonna head down that way. Make a loop. I got a haircut. Feels good, that's for sure. A lot cooler. Trying to get my money's worth. I haven't had a haircut since Christmas, I think, so it's pretty long. But yeah, not so bad picking this easier hike today because I got new socks and new boot liners. So I figure you could try them out on something small before I find out I don't like them. But yeah, insoles. My right foot was starting to bother me on the end of a long hike. That ball right behind your big toe start getting sore. So see if this helps any. They seem a lot thicker than the originals. So. But yeah, anyways, insoles are good so far. No complaints. They're a little thicker, so less room in my boot, but I had a little spare room anyway, so yeah, break open some shorts here. These will be comfortable. Waiting for something to pop out under this little step I'm sitting on here. Marmot or a chipmunk or something. Much better. But yeah, I'm in no rush. I'm just gonna chill here for a little while. Enjoy the scenery. The smoky scenery. I'm gonna head down for a good half hour. Pretty nice. A little breeze, but I just checked the weather again. Now they're saying 2 kilometers with gusts to 3 kilometers. That's more like it, I guess. But anyway, saved me from going up there this morning. But yeah, good hike to check out my new insoles and socks. So far, so good. See how they make out going down on the toes and stuff where I got less room in there. Seem alright. Decent little trail here, running along the ridge. So far, anyway. read someone did the loop, so it can't be too difficult. I guess I shouldn't say that, but hopefully there's a trail all the way back down to the Livingston South Trail. I guess we'll find out. Just hiked under the power lines from up there. Heading this way, looking for a trail. Supposed to be some kind of trail here, but I see something dashed on all trails, but I don't really pick up a trail yet. Hopefully it's not too crazy over here. Saw a trail going that way, but I don't want to go that way. Guess we'll find out in a second. Oh yeah. It's down off this ridge here and down the road. Nice. Got across the fence up there, but there's a road down around on the, well, looking this way, it's on the left side, with a gate you can open and close. That's how I got through. See the trail to Livingston South over there. We're going down here. There's my van. Well, that's quite the road. You would think, oh good, road, nice and easy travel. No, it's loose, steep, washed out. I can't imagine trying to drive something up there, it'd be nuts. But coming down, she's slippy. Got a group of people down there hanging out. Way up, I think. Yeah, the first group I ran into, they're planning to go up Mount Livingston, depending on the wind, of course. And then I ran into another couple, and they're like, hey, is this the trail to the ghost town? No trail to the ghost town, you missed it. It's right down at the parking lot. They should have kept heading straight, and there's like minimal elevation gain compared to this. His poor girlfriend was like, I told you so. Oh my. Good for a laugh. I told them if they just make it up to that by the power line, we get quite a view to the east and stuff. It's kind of worth it, but depending on what they want to do, I guess. Yeah, there's an old ghost town down there, old mining town, I believe. I was thinking about hiking to it. I never hiked to it, but thinking about checking it out. I don't know. Maybe this afternoon. I think I'm just gonna stay here again tonight. Nice quiet spot. Let the long weekend idiots get off the highway. I don't know if I'm going straight here or through the fence. I'd like to get on the other side of the fence. I'm gonna check my map out. Yeah, I crossed the fence. The trail goes down along the pipeline, but there's a trail over here too. So, don't think it much matters. Maybe a little more shade over here in the trees. Got a little creek running, so sounds nice. But I gotta say, if there's one thing you should know, it's your trail. Like, a lot of things can happen out here safety-wise and stuff, but if you don't know where you're going, you're in big trouble. Or you can be in big trouble anyway. I mean, even if you told someone where they're going, and then they're not going where they're supposed to be going, if something happens, well, the safety people or search and rescue, they don't even know where to look for you anymore. Your car's in the parking lot, but you're not on that trail. But anyway, yeah. Figure out how to use some navigation and stuff. So one thing you should know your trail. Know your trail, know yourself, know your gear, according to Mark the Trail. And coyote poop right full of berries. Oh, berry seeds. Someone's eating the berries besides me, I guess. Yeah, trail goes down that way. I just looked on my map. It leads down to that first campsite I ran into first thing this morning there at that four-way. I'll tell you, if I gotta come back up to do Livingston, I think I'll be using that trail. Camp at that campsite and come down this way. But I think I might try to sneak down along the fence here, back to my van. Might have to cross it, but we'll see. A little bit more of a direct route. Well, the only thing about this route, you gotta cross this here barbed wire. A lot easier with two people, someone can hold it open for you, but I think I'll sneak right through here. There's a bit of an opening. And then there's one more down there, so. I don't know why they didn't put gates in. I mean, I know people hike up through here quite often. I guess there's ways around it, but say, if I use it again, I'll be going down to that four-way intersection up around there. Then I think you can avoid the fences. But yeah, they could easily put in a couple openings for us. Oh well. So instead of putting in a fence opening, people just end up ruining this fence, right? They tore it all down so they can get through. I mean, put in some gates. Oh well. Maybe they don't want you in there, I don't know, but it doesn't say no trespassing or anything. Maybe it did and someone tore the sign out too, who knows. Nice to see they didn't leave too much garbage behind, and they even put their fire out with no water around, so good on them. Happy to see that. Happy to see they're gone too. Spot to myself again. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning for a pee and looked out the window and saw a fire. I'm like, what the heck? And then I could see the people walking around it and stuff. And I figured someone came into camp while I was sleeping, I guess. But they were pretty quiet. I didn't hear them or anything. So I was respectful this morning and quiet too. Love my little camp spot down here, hidden in the trees. All day shade. Just perfect. The nice breeze keeping the bugs away. Camped here quite a few times. They just did this pipe work recently. And yeah, I camped here quite a few times before they did that. And they closed it down for a while they're building it, but open again. Well, I'm back at the van, obviously. Yeah, pretty good little hike. I think it was just over 8 kilometers, 8.5 kilometers. 500 meters elevation gain. Of course, I did a little side trip in here and there, so made it a little longer, but still pretty short for me. It was great though. I got to try out my boot liners. Seem okay. Can definitely feel the tightness in the toe compared to what it was, but I think I'll give them a try and just carry my old ones with me in my backpack just in case. Can always swap them back out. They feel more comfortable. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make some lunch and probably just enjoy the afternoon. But yeah, just a short little quick hike. Didn't see any eagles. Didn't really see much besides chipmunks. Too bad we didn't see that deer. Like I say, I saw the rack stand up and it just walked away. I'm like, damn it. I'm gonna check out my binoculars later, see if he's sitting up there on the hill. Just having some cold chocolate milk after my hike. But yeah, gotta make some lunch. So thanks for watching, and I hope you take care of yourselves.